Hi everybody, welcome once again to another low on health video cast of just kind of my little blog of what I've been doing recently. Once again, not up too much. I've been playing some Mass Effect, and I'll get to that in a second or two. Let's just go ahead and get through the websites and whatnot. First off the bat here, we got Penny Arcade. Now, of course, I've mentioned it before. I'm going to mention it again. I didn't catch last week's because the Blem Nations. I'm not a real big fan of, but they're humorous. And they do basically have another fourth panel where they discuss one of their comic strips that they wrote. It's very nice to just see the thought process of these two artists, and it's very interesting because in this particular one, they basically kind of hubble themselves by admitting their mistakes, and you can kind of see how they go through the thought process of writing a comic and kind of the dead ends and kind of the things that just aren't going to work and why they aren't going to work. Once again, Penny Arcade, definitely recommend giving it a watch, and they're just really good guys, and I'm like just really cool to see them be able to do what they can do. Moving on, Gamefly here. I did beat Mass Effect, in which case I'll talk to that in a couple seconds. So I'm saying that back. Looking, of course, we got White Knight and then Bioshock. And Jeff, Solid Milk X, mentioned Aliens vs. Predator, which I kind of just put off the radar because you never know when it was going to come out, and there's been some news of it. But I decided, hey, throw it in my queue. It kind of fixed that weekly gap in between Bioshock and Heavy Rain. So I'll probably give Aliens vs. Predator, a try. What's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen is I play it too much and don't get Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain is really kind of my next really big blockbuster game I'm looking forward to. Bioshock 2, not so much. I mean, who knows if it's going to be good? I don't know if it's really going to be able to do the story suspenseful or interesting enough as the first one did, so I'm kind of on the fence about that one. But Heavy Rain is really kind of the game I'm kind of gearing towards. And depending on how good it is, I do have these 5 Gamefly dollars, woo, which I'll probably end up using if Heavy Rain's that good, and I'll pick that up. And if Heavy Rain isn't that good, maybe I'll use that on Final Fantasy 13, or probably definitely on Just Cause 2, because really it goes Heavy Rain, Just Cause 2, Bioshock, Final Fantasy, maybe for me looking forward to stuff. So, yeah. And then after that, everything else is kind of TBA, showing once again the summer drought. And, hopefully some of this stuff will be holiday season. But realistically, we're looking at, March is kind of basically it for gaming at this point in time. So, something like Mass Effect 2 back early will give me some time to work on some write-ups and just kind of do some extra things. Let's go ahead and check Xbox Live real quick. Once again, it's kind of later. We do have people here, of course, playing Mass Effect. Darren had basically mentioned he's plowing through the first one, and then so he can easily transition into the next. In which case he's doing that, and then you got Sarah Cynthia basically playing Mass Effect 2. She's at level 13. She's playing through it pretty steadily, and then you have the usual amount of what everybody else was playing. We were doing some Modern Warfare earlier tonight and having some fun. I had Prestige for like the 4th time, and I'm working through the low levels, which I actually enjoy the lower levels of Modern Warfare better than the higher levels just because there are more challenges and it's easier to get stuff. But now moving on to Mass Effect, I do want to mention with Mass Effect that basically I did beat it, and I really just not that impressed with the game. I don't want to say any spoilers because some people haven't beat them, so if I say something, go ahead and stop it now. But story-wise, it was okay, and then kind of built up, and I'm really happy with what they did towards the end of it, mainly because people die. And you maybe have control or you don't have control, but they ended up kind of killing off some people I actually liked. And because of that, I was more happy they killed people I liked than not killing them or killing people I didn't like. I know it doesn't really make sense, but that kind of made me okay with the plot. There are some other loopholes. I'm still not happy with the ammo whatsoever. I really don't like the watering down of everything in the game. I do definitely just have some qualms with the design and gameplay elements of it. I mean, it looks good, the story's good, the sound's good. Just the design and gameplay I still have hang-ups on, and I'm working on my write-up to kind of better articulate what exactly I didn't like about it. But really, I guess I find it disappointing. Not extremely disappointing. It's a good game, but everything it did good, it definitely did something bad. Maybe just bad in my opinion. It's not a bad game. It's just definitely not a great game. And I'm just afraid people are going to jump all over and say, hey, it's a great game, this, that, and another thing, just like Fable 2, which, once again, not that great of a game when you kind of look at the core and just look at what it can do or what it does do and just the whole cluster of stuff. But that's just me. It's just my opinion. But of course, that's what this is all about. My opinion. In which case, in my opinion, I'd like to basically thank everybody for watching these. I know they're kind of entertaining. They're kind of just what I've been doing. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to go on a little ride. I'm going to go ahead and head off to where I'm going to have my interview on Monday. I want to kind of scout the area out because it's kind of farther than I'm usually go, and I'm not really familiar with that area. And ironically, when I did my interview on Tuesday, I thought I knew exactly where that area was, but was kind of completely off. And instead of getting to my interview, 15 minutes early, I got there like only 5 minutes early. And of course, for that interview I went on Tuesday, it wasn't probably that big of a deal that I was only 5 minutes early. But I do want to, on this one, go ahead and try to make it there and just get kind of an idea where it is. And I'm also going to see if I can find some of my old co-workers in that area. I know some of them live around that area, and maybe I'll stop by and say hey and whatnot. But other than that, thanks all for watching again, and I'll catch you next time.